life of a hustler. They said put the leg work, and if you want it bad, you'll taste that shit on the bad days till your head hurt. Nigga, fuck the hate, no slow route. Talking bullshit you don't know about. I've been in this bitch trying to get right. It's a bit tight, I'ma roll out like no hate, nigga, one thing. Underdog, I'm a young king. And I don't not know nigga who be on they grind, and we all want something. Keep it bumping ever since I...
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Spill Podcast. I'm your boy A Pain.
You already know. You already
What up, dog? It's your boy Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Once Understood, it gotta be explained at all. You know what I'm saying? Pass it on.
How you find, ladies and gentlemen, doing today? This is the world's favorite misfit. Some might know me as Smiley. Yeah.
Alright, today, the subject we gonna be on, y'all might hate us for this, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You will hit us for this.
You will. I can see it now. A lot of y'all gonna be in the comments, especially a lot of women, because I'm getting on this subject.
But technically, that's what we need.
Yeah.
You need uncomfortable conversation.
We need uncomfortable conversations. Because I feel like the most strongest and powerful conversations are the ones that's never had.
Now, I will say this. Don't think we attacking y'all.
No.
We calling out the ones who this pertain to.
In other words, bullshit.
Yes.
Yeah, we call it the bullshit out just like for what it is. Like for instance, versus how it was back then to now is like how women present themselves when they dress, the way they dress. Back then you had to wonder what a woman looked. You had to wonder how she looked under her clothes.
You have to use your imagination.
Right. But nowadays you like shit. You just scroll and you see it.
Claude, look at this nigga.
Hey, no, I ain't hold up.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of this shit, I like it, but it gets to the point where
It's tiring when you see it all the time, though.
Yeah.
It get numb to the fact, though. Like, you get numb to that shit after a while. Like,
It's like, that's all you got. You know, it's like,
Facts.
What else could you do? You know, can you cook? Can you clean? Do you got any type of activities you do that's not sexual?
I'm gonna put something on your mind, though. I went to work one day, and I asked the guys, like, man, if you had to approach a female, how would you come at her? You know what I'm saying? Like, say you see a female in a library, like just random type shit.
Right.
Like, how would you come at this female? You know what I'm saying? How would you initiate a conversation?
Right.
I listen to their things. I'm like, man, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna do it like this. I walk up to her, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, how you doing, ma'am? I see you're a very strong, motivated type of woman. You know what I'm saying? I can see by the books you read. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in knowing your name, but from this point on, I'd rather call you mine.
Mm-hmm.
And let it ride.
Right.
Because nowadays it comes to the point to where men are presented as the hunted rather than hunters now.
Right.
You'd rather a woman come up to you rather than you come up to a woman.
Yeah, because
back in the 90s, back in the early 2000s, you went up to the woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't letting a woman come up to you. It's good in a way because if a woman come up to you, all right, cool. You know that she really interested in you.
Exactly.
She ain't with the glitz and the glam type shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's a big difference in today's time because rather than, we talk about like 90s females versus today females, we used to base off women about how they face look, if they was pretty or not.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's basically like we dating silicone women. Barbies.
Silicone that?
Basically. Barbies.
Basically.
It's the same thing like you go to the store and you talk about Build-A-Bear.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same exact thing.
The same exact thing, bro.
So when you go to a woman and basically they built a certain way. And it's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, you're a man at the end of the day. You go look at it. You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, most of the chicks that BBL, look at the rate of how many of them actually wife material.
Yeah.
How many dudes actually put a ring on a BBL?
Not too many.
Not too many.
You don't got too many men putting rings on fingers, period. Because what's the point of it? You know, because
It's basically a contract.
yeah, because honestly, bro, like for what I see today, a lot of women look for stability than actual love. You know what I'm
But what
saying?
is love really in today's time?
In today's time,
Like, what does love mean in today's time?
shit. To be honest, like you feel me? It's just like the thing about it is like today with love, you can actually love a person deeply through the good and through the bad, but that doesn't mean that they go love you through the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's more about the benefits of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day, like I actually look up to people that's been married to 50 and 40 years. And I actually sit there and I talk to them like, man, you know, like how you made it 50 and 40 fucking years with this one fucking person? You know what I'm saying? I know this motherfucker got on your fucking nerves. Like, how did you manage to be with this same person for 40 or 50 years? The right way.
I feel
I
like
ain't talking about cheating type shit. I'm talking about literally being with the same person every day of your life for 40, 50 years.
I feel like if a person doesn't get on your nerves, you don't really love that person.
Shit, no.
You don't. I mean, I'm just being real. I'm just keeping it real. If that person doesn't get on your nerves in some way, you don't really love that person.
That's all.
You know what I'm saying?
Just that emotion.
Yeah.
But when you really think about it, the balance of emotion, or should I say relationship,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta take you two people that's imperfect. Like y'all got your own shit going on,
Mm-hmm.
but y'all trying to come together as one to be perfect. When you really think about that shit, it's very crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm imperfect, you imperfect, but we trying to come together and make something perfect.
Right.
How the fuck that work? In a way, is you can't make that work.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
me personally,
You can't make it work.
Cause we gonna be disagreeing on some shit some way.
Because I got my shit and you got yours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we trying to come together to make this perfect thing work together. It's the same thing like whenever people will say like two ugly people make a pretty baby.
Mm-hmm.
Two pretty people make a ugly baby. Which I don't have experience with. So
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that shit.
I'm zero.
It's just something that just said.
We making red bone around here.
Yeah.
But
I don't know, that nigga Biggie's daughter ugly as shit. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Oh, do it,
no, he didn't. Man,
That's just my personal opinion. This has nothing to do with that. And people have their opinions. I'm sorry, but I ain't the prettiest motherfucker out there. Hell, I ain't pretty at all. Guess what?
Face look like a mask.
That motherfucker look like her daddy.
Boy, this motherfucker.
Damn. Hey, but you do.
Y'all must say, you know how motherfuckers be like, oh man, you look like your daddy. Nah, because you can see a good bit of your mama and she looks strictly like her daddy.
I don't know, bro. She got like one of the mask face. Like you need to make a mask like a mummy mask.
Like the one
Bro,
Eustace used to do for courage.
Yes. This motherfucker went off on the man, dog.
Like for real, son. You used to do that.
My bad, bro. This internet company pissed me off. I ain't gonna say the name. I'm not allowed to. But they pissed me off.
Man, I ain't bad. So, I'm gonna ask a new question. What's different from the females, like say early 90s, early 2000s, the morals of the females based off of like what they value, you know what I'm saying, how they kept up with themselves based off of what mama taught them, you know what I'm saying, like you have to know how to cook, you have to know how to clean, you have to do these things or whatever like that. Compare that to what we see in today's time.
To be honest, bro, I'm gonna keep it a book. They got some women that wouldn't even touch that shit. Cause you got you got some women that was taught that you got some women that had women around them that was like gold diggers. So all they did was taught them the gold digger way.
Sponsors.
You feel me? So you did, but don't get me wrong. They do have some women that took values of what mama taught them or auntie or grandma taught them.
I don't need a nigga. You can go get it on your own. You can do. Hey, look, it may sound bad at first, really, but just because they have that mentality does not mean that they do not want a relationship. Guess what? When you get in a relationship with one of them, that dynamic is going to be damn near unstoppable.
From my experience, all you gotta do is break that little wall down.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is break that wall down. Once they get past that, I'm a strong woman type shit. You know what I'm saying? Most women are softer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they go hold up the strong persona or whatever like that, but at the same time, and especially in today's time, most women deal with fuck dudes.
Yeah. And that's what they like.
That's what they like.
That's exactly what they like.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, even I tell people at work, you know what I'm saying, like, the key to dating really is to be different from what she had last.
Right.
That's the key to
But
everything.
sometimes that could be scary for them.
It could.
Cause they could be like, damn, he bringing me flowers, or damn.
They ain't gonna know how to help.
Exactly. They don't know how to deal with it. They're like, they could be like,
They don't know what to do.
you could tell a motherfucker like come to her and be like, damn, you look good today, and shit like that. And they're like, it don't feel like it. Man, I don't know who the fuck told you that.
But at the same time, you gotta realize that certain people balance certain responsibilities different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
They
one
go-
dude might tell her like, you ain't shit. One dude might tell her you the fucking light of the world type shit.
Yeah.
So how does she balance them two things?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One dude tell her like, man, you a thought on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Next dude tell her like, man, fuck, I'll put you on a now. You wife material. I'll take you to leave my mom. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? But for her, how do you balance them two things? One dude tell me I ain't shit. The other dude tell me I'm the fucking light of the world.
It all depends on what dude doing what. That's what it is. Because if you got one dude, not half of the time, the dude that telling her she ain't shit, he bringing the money in. Or she could have the same type of dude that telling her she good, he could be bringing money too. But it's like, you gotta think about it. A lot of people scared of used to being with toxic people.
Yeah.
But they scared to step out of that comfort zone of the toxic shit. So they don't know how to deal with a real man.
Do you feel like most women nowadays are attracted to assholes?
Yes.
Yes, nigga. Cause
That's
I'm gonna tell you why. Cause I tried this shit out before.
I did it too.
And it's like,
I wanted to
it was weird to me. It was weird to me,
I
bro.
tried my best to be mean to this motherfucker. This motherfucker still like try.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I miss you. And then, what you mean you miss me?
No.
I'm being that straight asshole to you.
You ain't fucking.
But the morals and the values are different now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a woman would rather, like nowadays, a woman would rather a man tell them like you ain't shit. Like talk down to them. You know what I'm saying? Rather than lift them up. And they look at that as like you love me on some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like love is backwards
Yeah.
nowadays.
Like some females,
Yeah.
like they think love is if a man don't beat on them, they don't love him.
Actually, I heard it from a woman.
Yeah.
A woman literally told me that. Like, well, if a man don't love you, if a man don't beat on you, he don't love you.
That's weird.
Nigga, what?
Like, seriously. A
That's
woman
weird.
told me, like,
That's
if
weird
man
as
don't
shit.
beat
I'm
on
sorry.
you,
That's weird as shit. I'm sorry. Like,
that was her mindset.
I can play, but I can't even play
I can't
like
do
all
that.
the way certain ways.
yeah, like
And we roughing up type of shit, like wrestling type shit, alright, cool.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
But
saying.
I ain't about to close fist no motherfucker, man. Like, I ain't got time
like
for that.
smack the shit out of you. Like, man, I ain't about to do that.
Hell no. Fuck that.
It sounds like
I ain't
Kevin
about-
Gates shit. I
Yeah.
thought it was legal to beat your hoe.
But look at it like this. Look at the response Kevin Gates gets.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, alright, yeah. That literally proves the fucking point right there. There you go.
This motherfucker on stage spitting in people's mouth.
And they love it.
And they love it.
And they love it.
Yup.
So the most degrading thing as a person that you could have, this motherfucker on stage loving the shit.
And it's crazy because half of us probably wouldn't even talk like that. But niggas went, matter of fact, it's something I had thought about too. The way mama taught us, bro, it failed us in this generation. The way daddy did, that's the way niggas are today. Mm-hmm. It's how the daddy was. And they respect that shit for some reason. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it.
But the bad thing is, like, the way daddy taught us is like more on the muscle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You get your respect like on the muscle.
Yeah.
You don't get your respect from what somebody heard. Nah, you gotta show me.
Yeah, type shit.
You know what I'm saying? If you crazy motherfucker, we gon' see. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear no stories about what motherfucker told me or what up like that. Nah, I want to see for myself. Mm-hmm. But what mama told you gotta realize it's the same thing like especially in today's time, women into gardening for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. Gardening is the closest thing that a woman could get to motherhood. Because you gotta think, a woman gotta plant that seed, and they gotta water it, they gotta nurture that motherfucker, and they gotta actually watch it grow. It's the same thing as dealing with a kid.
Yeah, true.
You gotta invest in that kid. You gotta grow that kid. You gotta teach them different lessons so they can grow up in the right way. It's the same thing with a plant. So a lot of times, a lot of people are starting to get into growing, especially women. They starting to get into growing shit. They starting to get into garden or whatever like that because it's attractive to their motherhood.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, but in today's time, like as far as a man wise, we taught respect is everything.
Right.
If a motherfucker don't respect you, you ain't got nothing.
Real shit.
You got niggas say, I'll die behind my respect.
Exactly.
Yeah. Gates was one of them niggas that said that.
But that's why I fuck with Gates the way I do.
Yeah.
Because this motherfucker go off the rails.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker random. But at the same time, when you think about the underlining message, he talking some real shit.
Real shit.
Y'all think that nigga really started that battery with his hands?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's hard to believe.
That's hard to believe, bro. I think Jesus is the only one that could pull that shit off.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
That nigga said, I got this thing that I do, and he put his hands on that bitch and started.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I went to school for massage therapy, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I done healed some motherfuckers with these hands.
Fact.
I mean,
the energy of these hands is real.
I say that's different.
That's a whole different thing,
dog.
You ain't healing no battery.
Oh, he ain't using no battery.
Motherfucker start bro.
Motherfucker said,
motherfucker be dead as fuck.
They say start the battery. Like,
nigga said start it. Whoa, what?
Facts.
Try to get your shit fucking what?
What?
Hey, you on one.
But there's another subject too. A lot of women use us for like stability and also what's the word I'm looking for?
Convenience.
Yeah, convenience or support. Like it's like basically you gotta do something to be around me. And I understand that in a way to a certain extent, but the way some of them make it seem like just because they beautiful and they fine and this and that, that's where you got me fucked up at. I'm sorry.
Because a lot of people use that like to bring shit to the table. It'd be like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. Alright, cool. I understand that and that's very important. I can bring that. But what is your worth for me bringing all this stuff? And then they can't really name anything. And I'm like, oh, it seems like I should be naming all that stuff. You know, just
You really want to fuck the game up when it comes to today's female. All you gotta do is walk up to them and ask them, what do you bring to the table?
Mm-hmm.
Like fuck the pussy, fuck all that.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't worried about none of that. Like what can you do for me as a man to what I can't do for myself?
Right.
And wait for them to answer.
yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
That's actually yeah.
Because nowadays females, not saying all, but I'm saying most females, like in today's time, they value is here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't the full product.
Yeah.
Like I saw a post. I think my my stepbrother had posted it and shit. And mind you, this nigga make money, so like he probably got that type of mindset. Like, I don't care, bet this is what I'm gonna do.
I'm running through them all.
Yeah, so it was a post that a chick had did. She was like, flight on you, food on you, room on you, pussy on me. And he was like, shit, bet, where we going? But again, that nigga make money like that, so you could just, you know what I'm saying? He don't care, but I make a decent amount of money. But still at the same time, I'm like, in a way, yes. Cause like, again, I will
Provide.
I will provide shit. I will encourage my wife to do whatever the fuck she wants.
Right.
She wants, like I told her when we even got married, I was like, I go to this motherfucker, I was like, listen, all I want you to do is just, you know, take care of the house and the kids. I was like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It was like, you ain't gotta worry about shit, I got you. I've been the sole income of this family for 13 years. 13. She was like, no, I want to help you. And now that the kids in school, I can finally do it. Now she finishing her school shit. She about to get a job and then boom. So, me personally, I always looked at it as a tradition, like traditional wise and shit like that. It was almost more like that, or so, kind of with a little twist on it. Cause like she's still like she'll still do stuff around the house, as do I do shit around the house. Yeah. But it's mainly her. And she'll literally like anything the traditional wife did, like she'll do. But she also wanted, let me do this to help you because you did it for all these years. But I don't ask you much. I don't want you to. Like I'm not gonna specifically be like, hey, I need you to do this and this and this. You don't have to if you don't want to, but she still wants to, like.
She taking the initiative.
Yeah. I want you to contribute something, but I'm not going to specify. Yes. Because that's what I'm saying. I was like, I'm not going to tell you I want you to do this, but she does it. And I'm not going to specify you got to do this, but for you choosing and saying that you want to do some of this shit, that's why I kind of look for. But at the same time, it goes along with something else, like. Back to that post, if you expect me to get all this shit and you literally just said, like, she could have threw anything else in there. She was like, the vibes on us, massages on me, your safe and security on me, your safe space on me, like, you know, shit like that. But the only thing you said was room
box on me.
Yeah, box on me. And I'm like,
bro, what happened if I don't want that box for whatever reason?
That's what I'm saying.
Then what?
Then what are you bringing? Well, I mean, I'm here. My presence is enough. No. Because if you could say that, if you could say that, my presence is enough.
But think about it like this: how much value do the box have nowadays?
Not much.
$40.
Yes, that's the crazy part. My nigga, that's the crazy part.
$40.
Niggas is they really put $40 for the hey, look,
40 ball,
hey,
bro.
I thought that shit was. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I thought that shit was a myth until I actually saw this shit in person. I'm like, ain't no fucking way.
40 piece.
40 piece.
40 ball.
40 piece. Like, bro, like y'all wild.
I ain't gonna lie, my brother, because my brother had asked, and he was like, hey, yo, you can send me some shit to, you know, so I can get right. I was like, all right, bet, cool. Dog, this nigga was like,
40 piece.
Can you know, this nigga said, can you send me $40.99?
A meal at Texas Road.
And I was like, I was like, $40.99? He was like,
99.
Like $40.99.
Man, hell no.
And then, or he was like, or you can send me $39.99.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, why don't you send me $40? He was like, nigga, if you send me $40, I'm gonna spaz the fuck out. I was like, bro, what?
99 mean that much.
I was sad. No, because he was like, bro, you not about to send me $40 straight, treat me like I'm a hoe. I was like, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So he was
weird.
Weird as shit.
He was like, you can send me $41, you can send me fucking $40.99,
You gotta send
me
a higher number.
Yeah.
You gotta send a higher
Do not send me $40 flat, but you gonna make me feel like oh.
Straight up, and that's the crazy part. Like that's really been going on now. But it's like, but you got some guys that go even higher, bro. Like you got some, and the thing about it is, I respect chicks that require a higher bracket.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones for $40, cuz like, what you getting out of that?
Man, I used to work with a dude that a chick told him like, I get in a way I can understand it because I think she really liked the dude.
Yeah.
But she told him just 20.
$20?
She told him 20. But at the same time, I could see that because if you really like that person, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? You want to make them pay something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Something. You ain't trying to break the bank. You know what I'm saying? $20, that's gas money. Type shit. But the way he looked at it as, man, $20, I don't even want you like that. You know what I'm saying? $20 like, if you only value yourself at $20,
Cause it makes me think like how many other niggas you done put at $20?
For $20.
For $20, that's nothing, my nigga.
Yes, sir. That's
I spent $20 on gas.
That's what he looked at it.
You feel me?
So he
Bro,
didn't fuck with it.
that's almost $1 million.
But at the same time, you could look at it from both perspectives though. Say a woman really like a dude or whatever like that, but at the same time, she don't want him to think that it's free on some shit.
Right.
So I'm gonna pick the bare minimum to where I want you to do this. You know what I'm saying? But to him on the other side, it's like, well, if you only value yourself or your box at $20, then really do I want to fuck with that?
Right.
Why am I even gonna fucking go for your box if you
Think about it.
If you trying to put a value on that?
Trying to put a
That's
value.
what I'm saying. That's weird.
Like,
But in today's time, women put value in their boxes.
motherfucker be like, this box worth millions. No, it's not, because you still live down the street.
Duh,
Yeah.
I've seen chicks that really ain't even that fine, but they up there.
They nasty. That's it.
It could
Yeah,
be.
that's it.
Your box can be trash. If you nasty, niggas is going all for it.
Especially the ones that's on Facebook's like telling you they nasty, and it's like that's the one that.
But do
tell
you
they-
really believe that shit?
No, because like I was about to say, they'll say some shit, but then it's like
They
nah.
talk buku shit.
And it's like it's weird though, because it's like you exposing yourself like that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
You putting yourself out there like that.
Yeah.
There's no imagination left.
Like nothing. It's like okay,
You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what I'm walking into.
I know exactly what it is when I walk in the room. Like nah.
And then you get mad whenever you got hella niggas in your inbox not talking that.
That's the problem I got. That's the problem I got with that shit. It's like okay, it's like that was another thing. Like they don't take accountability of that. You know what I'm saying? It's like one way of saying some shit, but then you don't take accountability of what the fuck you just put out there.
So for that, I 100% agree. Take accountability for shit like that. 'Cause
What
that's
is
like
accountability in today's time?
It doesn't exist in a way.
It really.
Cause they like it really don't. Cause my thing is okay. This is my thing. Say if you're a mother and you put out your OF page, right?
Mm-hmm. Not the same page you got your kids on though. Please don't.
No, I'm just saying like this is my thing. Don't be sitting up there putting videos out there and you know presenting that shit and then posting your kids and shit like that. Now that's a whole different. I can't respect.
You know what I thought about?
Go ahead.
Say your most classic porn stars, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got into this conversation one day.
Yeah.
How you think it feel to be the child of Cherokee?
Do she even have kids?
I think she do. How do you feel
I
like?
never heard of
How do you feel like it be the kid of Pinky?
Oh, I'm at the drink.
That's a whole different type of vibe.
I've become an alcoholic.
because you think you gotta think.
Because you know for a fact, your mama's on the internet everywhere.
Yes, from
You-
way back in the
you know for a fact niggas will slam your mom.
Fact.
Mm-hmm.
That is.
How do you deal with that on a daily basis?
That is horrible.
How you deal with the fact that everybody know your mom?
So I will say it like this. Well, no. See now. All right. Cool. I heard in the porn industry a certain amount of female actors don't even get paid much.
True.
So
True.
back in the gap, it's worse to be a well-known porn star than what it is to be a well-known OnlyFans model. And I'm gonna say it like this, because at least with like you being an old school porn star, like very famous, yeah, niggas done seen your videos. You gotta think about it. Niggas seen your shit at. Niggas done had Napster, LimeWire. Niggas done downloaded your shit illegally everywhere. So you're not really getting no money from it anyway.
Fuck no.
So you over here and nigga clowning you, man. I didn't seen a nigga raw dog your mama on TV. What you got to say to that?
That's fight every day.
That's a fight every day. And then money wise, what you got to show for it? Your mama might have some Louis shit here and there, but you probably stay in a basic house and shit. Now, for an OF model, and this is crazy because it was some dude's sister. I think it was a sister or it was some dude's mom. I'm trying to remember. But it was funny because it was some dude's mom, and it was like, everybody on this bus and seeing your mom and whacked off to her.
Damn.
You're like, what you got to say about that? Well, I mean,
damn.
That's cold.
That's cold.
That's cold.
That's cold.
But he snapped back. He was like, I mean, you sat there and jacked off to her. My mom's the one that got the money.
Facts.
Who won?
Facts.
Like, yeah, so she's over here getting banged, but I'm in this fucking like this $2 million house. With
Facts.
that's what I'm saying. It's better to be for kids.
But you know she gonna get smashed regardless.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather get smashed by the fucking industry rather than motherfucker on the street that really can't offer much.
Right. $40.
Thanks.
Your mama get hit for $40. My mom just signed like fucking
$2 million.
like $2 million contract, movies for like 2 years. Your mama got hit by her next door neighbor for $20.
Facts.
Or
the light bill.
Or the light bill.
Or the light bill.
Or the rent.
I know that
I'm
shit.
in the bind,
Chicks in
bro.
the 90s, that used to be a thing. Like chicks in the 90s would smash for a bill.
Right.
Like we the light bill, electric bill type shit.
You know what I just fucking thought about?
What was that?
You really want to know where the disconnect, like where shit just randomly like changed like that? It was that nigga Uncle Luke.
Yeah.
It was that nigga Uncle Luke. I just thought about. I had to think about it.
Hoochie Mama type shit?
Huh?
Hoochie Mama type shit?
Yes. I literally had to think about it because there was a picture going around. Remember? And I forgot it was Jay-Z and somebody else. I think it really was Uncle Luke. Him and Uncle Luke. And they were sitting down doing an interview. And in the background, they had a chick getting smashed. Like in the background.
What the fuck?
That's the type of energy Uncle Luke brought.
Facts.
That's crazy.
That's the type of energy he brought.
Public type shit.
Yeah.
That's why niggas was fucking. That's why they was fucking afraid for them Freaknik tapes to come out.
Yeah.
I think the Freaknik tape would have been worse than the Diddy tape.
Yeah.
100%.
That probably would have been worse than the Diddy type shit.
Because you never know who was on that bitch.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, feel me? So that's right.
It's wild shit.
Same, bro. That shit is wild. That shit is wild. But most women, bro, and then a lot of them play victim. What I hate is like they play victim, but they don't take accountability of shit that's going on. Like a lot of women sit out there, put themselves out there, and then get mad of the reaction that they get.
Well, in today's time, it's all about likes.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't about like if a person really feel you or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like a motherfucker be cool with getting like 500 likes on Facebook.
Facts.
And these people you don't even know.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have a perfect relationship or nothing like that with them. So, in social media era, it's like, if I get over 1,000 likes, I'm popular.
Yeah, like.
People don't even know me. All they see is what I put out. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm making myself available. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm showing titties, ass, or whatever like that. But at the same time, it's like the value of a woman, how they see themselves is different from what it used to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, women used to use, like, if you met a woman, you talk to them or whatever like that for a couple of months, you still don't know what the fuck you getting yourself into.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You still have no idea about what really could go down.
Nowadays, it's just thrown on the table.
It's straight up in front of you.
Yeah, like,
You know what I'm saying? You know what to expect, you know, like if the head's straight, whatever like that, you know already know about whatever.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So if the imagination is going already, it's like, what really am I walking myself into? Yeah, I could smash one time, but it's like, alright, cool.
Yeah,
That mission accomplished.
yeah. And half of the time,